Welcome back. I'm so delighted to see you all back again. This is the 7th episode of the 2020 TOEIC series, and because of all your comments and feedbacks, I'm continuously improving, starting from audio to delivery to images and overall content as well. I'm so grateful to everyone for the feedbacks and comments, and also putting up with the terrible video quality. Hopefully I will be able to increase the quality of the video as well as produce better contents, so I will keep trying. Also, do not forget to like, share and subscribe so that I continue to put content out there. I have never been so motivated in my life, and the fact that I'm a beginner now is so liberating. And it's okay to make mistakes. Actually, this is a message that I would like everyone to take. You go ahead and make your mistakes right now today. So don't forget to watch the previous videos. The content is especially useful if you are looking to increase your overall TOEIC score in the 2020 version of the test. So let's get right ahead and look into part 4 talks. In this video, we are going to look into the structure of the talks first, and the type of questions second, and maybe possible examples. And in the end, we will do a couple of examples with real text test sounds. So the main difference in part 4 features 10 talks by a single speaker instead of the conversation between 2 or more speakers, which we heard in the previous section. And each talk is followed by 3 questions that you will look on the page as you read, as you listen. The talks are quite short and maybe last for 30 seconds or probably not over 1 minute. So topic for talks in part 4 may include say airport announcements or weather bulletin or traffic alert, phone messages, probably a business meeting or conference or probably a sales talk, something like this. And okay, let me briefly explain the structure of the talk. If we observe carefully, the talk is most likely structured in the following manner. For example, first you will hear the greetings, and then there is the explanation of the problem, there is the explanation of the timetable, and if there is an apology, probably you will hear an apology and the frequency of the messages. So most common questions will follow the order of the talk, and if you listen carefully, you are more likely to answer correctly without scrambling for information up and down, or sometimes even missing out completely. Main difference you can see in this part is the questions with graphics. There will be 2 talks with graphics this time in the 2020 version of the TOEIC test. There will be 3 questions each for each talk and 4 statements in the answer stem. So similar to the short conversation, there will only be 3 types of questions: topic, main idea, detail, and inference. Let's talk about the main idea or topic questions. As in part 3, topic or main idea questions in part 4 of the listening test require you to look at the details and context of the talk to find the main theme the speaker is talking about. If you look at the examples, I'll put it here, so you will see some possible topic questions. For example, what is the report about? Or what would you hear in the announcement? Or who is the message for? Or say, what is the purpose of the talk? So all this kind of question, the main purpose is to find what the talk is about. So it is about, they're trying to ask you about the main topic of the talk. Now let's look into the detailed questions similar to the short conversation. So in part 4 of the listening test, detailed questions require you to listen carefully for key information in the talk. So these questions are about specific rather than general information. Anything mentioned in the talk can be the basis of the detailed questions, including suggestions or instructions, times, quantities, and other items. The answer is usually clearly stated in the talk. So possible topics for questions can be suggestions, advice, instructions or request, reason or maybe purpose, duration, frequency and quantity, and location. So for a speaker may instruct or advise the listener to do something, or the speaker may make the specific suggestions or request. Detailed questions may ask about this type of information. So learn to recognize common expressions and paraphrases for plans, problems, requests, or suggestions. So for example, I will put up some of the examples right here. So for suggestions or advice, look at the example here. So what does the speaker suggest people to do? So this is one example of the questions. Another one is, what does the speaker offer as a solution? So this is also advice or suggestion. So for instruction, so what is the first step in the process? Oh, this is the kind of questions that you might hear. And what does the speaker, why does the speaker say no? Something like that. Okay. Requests. So what is the speaker asking people to get? This is the kind of questions you might hear. So some other questions ask when, or what time, how much, how many, how often, or how long. So when you see this kind of questions, you need to listen in part 3. The information needed to answer these questions in part 4 is the same. Maybe it will be paraphrased or restated in different ways. So learn to distinguish between similar sounding numbers and words as well. So for example, look at the example for duration. How long will the road be closed? So that you can see another example as well. For frequency, how often do the trains leave? So this is, they are talking about frequency. And for quantity, so how many tickets are available? So they are wanting to know how many tickets are available. And then time, so what time is the office open, or when is the office open? So what time and when is probably the same. The third type of questions, similar to part 3, is the inference questions. So part 4 of the listening test has inference questions. So this type of questions ask you to make a conclusion based on a fact and details from the talk. So inference questions often ask you to infer who a person is, where the speakers might be, or what might happen next. So as in part 3, the answer for these questions will not be directly stated. So you have to listen to the choice, and you have to listen to the talk and choose the best answer using the information given in the talks. So look at the examples here. These are the kind of information that you would probably see. So who is probably giving the speech? So someone will be giving the speech, and maybe they will not tell you the name of the position or the person. So you'll have to find out who probably is giving the speech. So what will probably happen after the talk? So they will not mention it. They will give hints, clues here and there. So you have to find the information. And the third example will be where you might hear the information. So these are the questions that you can see in inference questions. Now we are aware of the question types. Let's go ahead and do a couple of examples. Please get ready. I'll put up the questions so that you can do the pre-reading, and then I will play the sound. So these are the questions on your screen, and get ready. I will play the sound now.
Questions 86 through 88 refer to the following talk.
Please help us make our ride-sharing program a success. The recent acquisition of 5 additional vans has made it possible for us to expand this program to 3 new neighborhoods in the city. This complements the existing groups who've been traveling to our office's West End location for the last several months. Employees who live in these areas and are interested in joining a carpooling group should contact the Employee Services Office. The vans are provided free to each group, and the company pays for insurance and maintenance. Participating employees contribute to a fund for gas. We hope you'll choose to save time and money and help improve the environment by joining the ride-sharing program.
Number 86. What is the talk mainly about? Number 87. What is now available for employees? Number 88. What are employees responsible for?
I mean, now that we have heard the talks, so what are the talks about? What is the talk about? So it is about a change in the employee salaries, a service for commuters, traffic problems in the city, a new community pool. So from the talk, we can understand that they are going to have a service for commuters. So when we say commuter, is the people traveling here and there. So on the road, we are called commuters, right? So it is a service for the commuters. So for 86, the answer is B. So what is now available for employees? So when we talk about commuters, what is the new service? A new insurance plan, a fitness center, additional office space, and additional vehicle for commuting. So for this, when we are talking about commuters, so it is additional vehicles for commuting. So the answer is D. And for question 88, what are the employees responsible for? So in the talk, we heard that they will be paying for the gas, right? So for this question, so they will be responsible for equipment and maintenance, insurance fees, contribution for gas, and regular checkup. So they will be paying for the gas. So for 88, the answer is C. So go back and look at the questions. So 86 is a main idea question, 87 is a detail question, and 88 is a detail question as well. So if you can know the types of questions, it's easier for you to answer the questions. Now let's do a second example. So this is the change in the new version of the TOEIC test. So you will see a talk with a given graphic. So I will put up the graphic with the questions so that you can do pre-reading, and then I'll play the sound. So are you ready? So let's get started. So here are the questions, and now I will play the sound.
Questions 98 through 100 refer to the following talk and map.
Welcome to the new employee orientation at Tocney Nature Centre. We're happy that you'll be guiding our birdwatching tours. Behind me there's a trail map of the Nature Centre. We'll be walking down Trail 2 so I can show you some interesting spots to take visitors. You can use the other trails as well, except for this trail right here because there's a family of bald eagles nesting nearby. For the first time, the centre's collaborating with the State University on a research project about eagles. We've positioned a live camera on one tree there, and we don't want anything to disturb the birds for the duration of the study.
Number 98. Who is the talk intended for? Number 99. Look at the graphic. Which trail is closed to visitors? Number 100. What project is the center participating in? This is the end of the listening test. Turn to Part 5 in your test book. End of recording.
Okay, so now that you've heard the recording, let's go ahead and do this example together. So first, let's look at the graphics. So what can you see in the graphics? So it looks like a map, right? So it's a Tocney Nature Center, and then you have some map of trail, we have a visitor center, and then there are 4 trails, and behind the trails there's looks like a pond. I think a pond is the place where there's water, right? So let's go ahead and do 98 now. Question number 98. Who is the talk intended for? So what kind of question is this? First, it is a main idea or topic questions. So based on the talk we heard, so it is a nature's, like, talk is intended for nature's photographer, city officials, new park employees, and university students. So it's an orientation. So it is the right answer is new park employees, right? The option is C. So look at the graphic and then let's do question number 99. So look at the graphic. What trail is close to visitors? So for this, which one is the correct answer? So we know that like in trail 4 they set up a camera and they are doing a research. So trail 4 is not open to visitors. So the answer is option D, trail 4. Let's do question number 100 now. So what project is the center participating in? A series of seminars on wildlife conservation, a research study on the bird species, an annual cleanup day, a program to plant more trees. So based on the talk we heard, the correct answer is a research study on a bird species. So you see, the question followed the talk, so you don't have to scramble for information up and down, you know, it will follow the order. So be careful when you listen to the talk. You always follow the order of the talk. Most probably it will follow the order of the talk. Okay, so for 98, question 98, the answer is C. For 99, the answer is D. And for 100, the answer is B. And look at the questions. 99 is a main idea. 99 is a detailed question. And 100 is a detailed question as well. Well. This brings to the end of part 4 talks and also the reading section. There are tons of videos out there on YouTube to supplement your learning, so you can go ahead and use all of them. So in the next video we will look into the reading section. So let's wrap this up right here, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Also, if you have any comments, please be brutally honest and put it in the comment section down below. So I'll see you in the next video. Keep yourself well, keep learning, alright? See you then. Adios.